Hello folks, Alex here. This is a very quick check-in today regarding Trash Tales, the anthology of trashy fiction that Olly over at Criminally and I are putting together next year. Yeah, so just wanted to jump on today and remind you of the submission deadline of the 31st of December because that is 8 weeks from today. It is the 5th of November as this video goes out, and you have exactly 8 weeks left to get your story written and submitted to us. Thank you to everyone who has submitted so far. Olly and I have had a fair few submissions come through, which is fabulous to see. We are waiting to read those submissions until till Christmas time, basically. We might start reading just around Christmas to slightly get ahead, because we expect that, there'll be quite a few come in, right up to the deadline. So yeah, we're going to kind of wait and read everything in kind of a bulk load, kind of at once, because it'll help us keep those stories fresh in our mind, and give us a kind of a great sort of big picture overview of the sort of stuff that we've got coming in and how that might work in terms of the anthology, how it looks together in the collection. So yes, so 8 weeks left, folks. To quickly go over some of the main points from the submission guidelines, you can find the full guidelines on Olly's website and on the Kilter and Ramel website. Kilter and Ramel is my publishing company. The links for those will be in the description, so if you want the full guidelines, you can go there. But the main points are, as I say, deadline 31st of December 2024 at midnight, but you can use your own time zone in terms of midnight. 5,000 words maximum, not including your personal information, and word count, which we'd also like on the front page of the manuscript. This is an absolute maximum. We can't accept anything that goes over that word limit. We've got finite space, especially when it comes to the publication of the physical edition. We only have a certain amount of space. We have to keep that down so that it's, for cost reasons, basically. And we want to obviously include as much great stuff as possible from loads of different writers, different genres, that kind of thing. So we do need to be strict with that word limit. Your story should be previously unpublished, but you are welcome, obviously, to submit it elsewhere as well. And even if it gets selected, that's fine. We just ask you to tell us if it's accepted before we publish. We also won't be accepting any pieces that are written wholly using AI. You are more than welcome to use AI, common AI tools for things like spelling and grammar checking, stuff like that, and even some AI tools for things like, planning elements of your story. That's absolutely fine. But all the prose, the concept, the really creative, sort of imaginative sort of side of writing, we want that to all be your own, wonderful creation. So yeah, so that is the kind of the basics for the submission guidelines. As I say, check out the full submission guidelines at the websites linked in the description. I'll be doing another video within the next couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, which will be a tutorial on how to format your story for submission. So I'll go through all of that in detail, show you some examples, exactly what we want to see when we receive a story. To do that, we'll do that in Word and then save it out as a PDF, all of that kind of stuff. So if you've never had to do this before, look out for that video if you're unsure at all, and I'll take you through all of that. The only other thing to say is if you have any questions whatsoever, whether that's about submitting a story or anything about the process of the whole process to do with publication of Trash Tales next year, then just drop your questions in the comments, or you can send us an email at trashtalesanthology@gmail.com. I will link that in the description as well. There's no such thing as a silly question. You can ask whatever you want, and we will do our best to answer it. We are very aware that for some folks this might be their the first thing that they're submitting to. You might never have written anything before, and that is absolutely fine, and we really encourage you to have a go. But with that comes the fact that there was maybe some things that you're not sure about, So you can ask whatever you need to ask, and we'll be more than happy to help. So yes, so do get in touch with any questions. But that will do from me now. This was just a quick one to remind you, 8 weeks left, folks. Get them stories written. Send us your best stuff. We are really, really looking forward to diving in at the end of the year and into the new year and reading all of this wonderful trashy fiction. So yeah, that will do from me today. Drop your questions in the comments, as I say, or on an email. But from me, for now, that's ta-ra.